Gillespie, and if you didn't know, I miss you guys. So I'm here for something new that I'm gonna be starting called Fun Art Friday. And today is the first Fun Art Friday. So we're going to be doing something called marker printing. Some of my older kids might have done this before, but it's super fun, it's super easy, and I'm sure that you have everything that you need to do it at home. So I'm gonna show you how, and here we go. Okay, so today we are going to be doing marker printing. For that, you're gonna need a couple supplies. You probably have these at your house already. You're going to need white paper. You can use just plain old like computer printer paper, that's fine. If you have drawing paper, that's even better. You're going to need some aluminum foil, which might sound strange, but it's important. You're also going to need some markers. These are Mr. Sketch, like we use at school, but you can totally use Crayola markers, would be fine. If you want to, you can use my best friend, Mr. Sharpie, to add some detail to your marker print, but you don't have to. And the last thing you're gonna need is a spray bottle of water. This can be a spray bottle like this, or even like an empty, I like to use hair conditioner bottles. Anything that has like a spray nozzle that you can repurpose as a spray water bottle would work just fine. Okay, so to start my marker print, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna trim this aluminum foil a little bit. You don't have to do this. I just like to do it so I know how much area I need to fill once I start coloring with my markers. So I'm just gonna trim that down and get that extra out of the way. Now, like I said, with the Sharpie, if you wanted to use Sharpie to make a design on here, you could do that before you start printing with the foil. You have to use a permanent marker or a Sharpie because we're gonna wet with the spray bottle. And if you're not using a permanent marker, if you're using something like this and it gets wet, it's gonna kind of disperse everywhere and you won't be able to see your image. So I'm just gonna really quickly draw something on this white sheet of paper. Okay, so there's my two little flower designs. Now I'm gonna kind of put this off to the side for a minute, and I'm gonna go in with my foil. And it doesn't really matter what side you color on. I like to color on the dull side, so this side's a little more shiny. I like to go on this side. And basically what I'm gonna do is I'm going to color this whole piece of foil using my Mr. Sketch markers, or whatever kind of markers you have. And I like to go in rainbow order. Another way you could do it is you could do warm colors, and then you could do cool colors, or the whole rainbow, or you can mix it up and do whatever you want. Just be careful, because if you're mixing warm and cools, sometimes they turn into like muddy browns and grays, which isn't very pretty. So I like to just stick with the rainbow, which is what I'm going to do, and I'm gonna color this foil. Okay, so now that I have this covered in my ink from my markers, I'm going to take my spray bottle and I'm going to very, very gently spray this. If I spray too much water, my ink's just gonna run off. So I wanna just do a very, very light misting on the foil. So I'm gonna take my spray bottle and just mist very lightly. So if I hold this up, you can see kind of the water droplets on here. So now I'm gonna take my paper, and if I did an image, I'm gonna put it image side down. I'm gonna kind of line it up, and then once I stick it down, I'm not gonna move it. It's gonna stay. And I'm going to rub carefully the whole thing. And you guys can see that color is starting to come through the back of my paper. That means my ink is transferring, which is what I want. And then I'm going to carefully lift up. And I have that awesome marker print. So cool. And the best part about this is you can make a million of these. All you have to do is take a paper towel, wipe the extra ink off, and then you can start it again. So you could do reverse rainbow order. I didn't get to my pink on this guy, so I could have started with pink, then purple, then blue, and work backwards. I can experiment with warms and cools. So you guys can make a ton of different cool designs. And you can also just print plain paper, and you could always go back and add your designs later if you aren't sure maybe what you want to draw right away. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this mini art lesson. I think it's a good, easy one to start off with. And I hope to see some of your amazing marker prints. I know you guys can do an awesome job on this. So I look forward to seeing them. See you guys soon.